Hey, 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 dear divine humans, how you all doing? Today is August the 12th, Mercury direct day. Yay, forward movement. You may be feeling like finally we're here today. It's going to be quick. I'm coming late today. I was spent some time this morning with my father who wanted to come over for a visit. So I made that the priority today. And they've just left, and I really felt guided to come and connect and to really just do what a little soul message for all of us. So, a little check in to see how we're all doing in the great unfolding of the mystery of life. So let's get the Palo Santo going. For those who don't know, my name's lisalyle, and this is our growing space here on YouTube. A very warm welcome to all of you who are new, and of course, a very warm welcome home to all of you who have been coming back here and supporting this space and supporting me and all of that. I'm so grateful. Thank you so, so much. And if anything does resonate with you here, I would ask that you consider hitting that subscribe button, support balanced energetic exchange. And yeah, so thank you if you choose to do that. I'm grateful. And I'm going to move this chair because here, let's move it. It's still in the. All right, there we go. Okay, so soul messages are one of the readings that I do offer. So if it's something that you feel may be supportive to you, you can check out the link in the description box below to my website. And soul messages are very popular. They're like a check-in where we're at, the spiritual support we are receiving, the support on the third dimensional realm, what is helping us to move forward with our manifestation, and the potential outcome or the desired outcome. So this is going to be fun. I haven't done a collective soul message in a while. As usual these days, I feel slightly shaky. Slightly shaky. So, okay. At this time, I'd like to ask that I am a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting our greatest and highest manifestation in this lifetime. Basically, heaven on earth, living our dreams. And how do we do that? I had the opportunity over breakfast. So my dad and stepmom took me for breakfast this morning. And I had the opportunity to share a little bit and speaking about, really how it's our responsibility here in this lifetime. Because I think they were talking about some people that they know that go to church or whatever. And then they come out of church and they act, in an opposing way to what we would expect or think, or maybe that therein lies the issue, what we expect and think about others. It's really none of our business, because ultimately at the end of the day, they will answer to a loving creator, the source of all. So what I was saying to my parents was that, maybe we've been deceived the whole way along. And I'm like, how old was our brother when he was nailed to the cross? And they're like 33. And I said, yeah. And how many vertebrae do we have on our spine? And they're like, I don't know. And I said, 33. And so perhaps our spine is Jacob's ladder. And their eyes were like, whoa, wow, maybe. And the reality is we are the greatest technology. And right now we're in this real space where AI, everyone's into AI. I don't even use AI. I mean, I guess maybe, the algorithms and all that kind of stuff. I don't go out seeking to use AI because I'm the authentic intelligence. I am the authentic intelligence that is meant to come online in this lifetime. And so are you. So, with that being said, let's get into these soul messages because I really do want to sit down and gather myself before I go to the job today. So let's just tune in and see where we're all at. Oh my God. The wisdom guide. Oh my gosh. The wisdom guide. Number 18 in the tarot is the moon, the shadow energy. We're still playing under the influence of our Aquarian full moon. And so this feels like it may be a matter of like connecting with new guides. Ultimately, what I'm feeling in this moment is it's like us once again tuning in to the finest guide that we have in this lifetime, which is our intuition. And they have me with my fist in my belly button, pretty much. Our intuition, our gut instinct is trustworthy. We can trust ourselves. Can you trust yourself? Do you love yourself enough to trust yourself? Do you trust in a loving creator, a loving source? And if so, then it's really about going forward and living life without remorse. Stay the course your heart has chosen. When we reduce the 18, that moon energy, the shadow, the divine feminine, the womb of creation, when we reduce it, what do we get? We get a 9, which is the universal year that we're in. 9, the archetype of the hermit. We are moving, floating, or being propelled forward towards Virgo season, the archetype of the hermit. And there's a lot of cards jumping here today, so I'm going to just go with it. The archetype of the hermit. So we are moving. This is us, the wisdom guide. We're trusting our heart. We're trusting our gut. We're focused on aligning the mind with the desired outcome, with the greatest and highest good for ourselves in this particular lifetime, this timeline. Like right here, right now, you as the human, HUE, are being asked to align yourself with the call of the divine. And it's the call we hear from inside. And it's the voice I can assure you, after many years on this awakening journey, on this healing journey, on this spiritual exploration, I can assure you that messages of truth do not change. They will ring through generation after generation. And for us, incarnation after incarnation. And also for us, decision after decision that we make here and now. And this is where we're really being asked to bring our focus to the here and now. It's like unraveling from the inside, the web opening up. And yesterday, I believe I was sharing about like the heart space opening up and not going back to how we may have been previously, what got us to this point. And going forward, this is what I'm feeling with this card, and it's a 42, so it comes to a 6 again. The choice point to continue to untangle ourselves from within the web of our own life. That feels like so, oh my gosh, who else is feeling it? Like, who is just feeling the call? I mean, the call to unravel and to settle more and more into the simplicity of the experience of being human, HUE. As we continue here to light up from within. So this is the spiritual advice that we're getting. Continue to light up from within. Continue to be the bridge of the polarities: light, dark, feminine, masculine. What else? Magnetize, repel. Take action, inaction, this kind of stuff. We are the balance point of all of it. And as spiritual warriors of the heart, the ones that many, many prophecies have spoken about, the rainbow warriors of light coming online. This is a beautiful representation of the rainbow warriors. And look at the frequency coming in. We see a lot of this going on in the sky, and angels don't play the kind of harp stuff we see happening up in the skies. Yet it's for you and I, with the real eyes that realize the lies. We're the ones here that are to expand, and we now have Venus snuggled up there with Jupiter in Cancer, supporting the expansion of the essence of unconditional love, of the essence of the divine in this lifetime. It's you and I. This is a 9 again, hermit energy. Those of you who travel the road of the spiritual warrior are very likely masters in the hermit energy, or very likely masters. And if you haven't yet mastered the art of going into your own sacred space, you are well on your way to that aspect of mastery in this life, because this is the wisdom guide. We are being guided from the inside. Yes, of course. We have tons of support in the etheric realms. And, in order to stay the course of our heart, we have to have faith in our heart. We have to have faith in us. We have to continue to trust in, that which we can't see. And we all want to see, right? We all want to experience what is meant to be. And yet, in the midst of it all, can we remain focused and centered on answering our call? Because I say it all the time, if we don't, who will? Okay. So there looks to be 3 that want to come out here. And all of these cards so far, with the exception of this card, this is from the Divine Guidance Oracle. All the others are from the Path of the Soul. And we've got 3. Oh my gosh, that one again. We've got 3 here on the helping us in the physical. So what's helping us? Look, we all want to see things manifest in the 3rd dimension, right? I know I do. I know I do. And knowing with that, if I'm completely honest, there comes a level of, I guess we get to a point, it's not disenchantment, maybe slight frustration. It's in the waiting, right? It's the waiting game. It's like sitting at the waiting room, a doctor's office. I don't know. I don't really go there, but say like at the chiropractor or something, you're in the waiting room and it's full of people and you have an appointment, and your appointment was at, 1:11 and it's now like 1:21. And then it's moving. And next thing you know, it's 1:31. How do you handle that space where you're waiting? Like, you have an appointment, and the appointment time, according to what was written on the paper, has passed. And so now we get a little bit anxious, agitated. Maybe I'm whatever. It's almost like we want to give up on ourselves. And this message is coming today to say, no, everything is unfolding in divine and perfect order. This is called the Divine Order card. And all is aligned with the purity of your heart. And this could represent us here, sitting with the wisdom guide, sitting in the center, the Buddha, the Christ, whatever you want to call it, your own divine light. And each of us is a spark of creation. Each of us is a spark of God. And each of us has come to this planetary realm at this very crazy, insane time to light up our own lives. And if we're lucky, by happy circumstance, light the way for others so that they can ignite their own light. It's like the candle, the match, passing the flame, right? Oh, Jesus. I'm a mess today. Honestly, I feel actually these messages are really helping because we are the divine royalty that came to this lifetime to heal. We're healing through the heart, right? And we're getting grounded from this space. Many, many years ago, the visual came of us as trees. And at that time, I'm sure I've dug my way out of being grounded a little bit since then. At that time, literally the first chakra above the earth exposed was the heart. So we don't want to get so grounded that we get stuck in the mud or quicksand. We don't want to get stuck, and we don't want to be fighting against what's going on. We want to allow this new frequency, this new spaciousness, because we've disentangled through our conscious contact with Creator as the child of Creator, here to co-create with the divine. And in order to do that, this card is speaking very much about the need to focus on, as we breathe in, to bring that breath all the way down our spine, Jacob's ladder, the pathway of forgiveness in this lifetime, as well as the pathway of ascension beyond the denseness of this experience into I'm hearing the love of a lifetime. And this is how we do it. We've had this card in recent days as well, the light body guide. So how's your body feeling? And, you know, if I didn't have to go to the job today, it would be to nature to go, to lay and just breathe. Because, there is, and you may be feeling it too in your experience. There's a little bit of heaviness. And again, I'm feeling the frequency here and the frequency here. How do we hold this? How do we hold it? How do we show up for ourselves so that we can hold it? We have 3 here, the Empress. We have 4 here, the Emperor. And we have the divine order here. All is unfolding in divine and perfect order. And this is an 8 energy, the eternal soul. My ears ringing like crazy. My body's like feeling like it's struggling a little bit. I tried to tell my parents today about like 8 hugs. I've told you all it here before. We need 8 hugs a day for at least 21 seconds at a time. How many of us are getting those hugs? Let's do one right now, because you know what? I need one. And so maybe you do too. But how many people are truly receiving 8 hugs a day? And I had an experience a couple days ago when I went in for a hug. And when I embraced the person, they know who it is. We've had a conversation about it here. They winced in pain, like literally winced in pain, and like grabbed their chest, grabbed their right breast. And, it was quite startling to to be, to be the one that hugged someone and they were like literally in pain. Maybe that's an indication that more hugs, please. So let's get into what is supporting us to move forward. Like I said, Mercury has stationed direct yesterday, I believe. it's still going to be in, like, it won't be until August 23rd that it's back to the point, the degree where it was when it went retrograde back at the end of July there. So we do have forward movement. We do have communication. And as I was saying, we do have communication. I did hear no more hesitation. We've got 13 here, the divine feminine. 1 plus 3 is 4. This is, I believe this card is called the intimacy card. Don't, if you know the deck and I'm wrong, you feel free to correct me. I do believe it is they're saying to take the bottom card as well, so I will. Oh, and the next? Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is about intimacy, and intimacy is not about anything other than heart to heart communication, heart to heart integration, heart through heart integration. And so this is feeling, it's the 13. Again, it's feeling like sacred union in divine and perfect order. All is coming into alignment beyond beyond the binding, coming to alignment beyond the binding. So that's interesting that this is coming up here, because a few days ago, Friday, I believe it was, the body's kind of doing the human pendulum thing. Friday, I believe it was, I received a message that they tried to block you. They tried to block you. They tried to stop you. And you may have felt in your life experience as well that there have been blocks along the way. And the only one that can overcome any of the blocks is ourselves. And I really feel this quickening of us coming into alignment with the higher timeline for ourselves in this lifetime, like the full-on manifestation of the realization of dreams. So the next card here, and I'm feeling Archangel Michael's signature all over this. It was 2222 there. And it almost like it went back to 2222, went forward and then went back. Interesting. And are you feeling these little glitches and switches in time? Certainly, I know I am, for sure. Anyways, here we have this number 34, and I'm feeling Archangel Michael all over it. It is a time, through your ability to show up for yourself, to integrate and anchor and continue to heal. Like, healing's never really going to be done. I mean, I don't know if it is. I haven't got to that place yet, and I have been at this for a long time. And so, with that being said, all that we can be responsible for is our own vessel, is honoring the truth of us within our experience. And as we honor the truth of us, then we begin, again, as a happy side effect, we then begin to honor the truth of all others as well. And we see others through the compassionate eyes of the heart. Yeah. Oceans of love, I just heard. Oceans of love in the depth. Let me count. They're asking me to count the, so I see those little swirly things as peacock feathers, and I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, we're here in service to our eternal soul through the vessel, flesh and bone, that the soul now calls home. And we are an integral and intricate piece of the puzzle. I'm trying to hold myself back from saying it, but I should just say it because again, I saw a post not long before I came live today speaking about chaos and, organized chaos, and how do we flow when we're within this space that feels chaotic. And what does it mean to feel chaotic? What? Because all the pieces aren't quite fitting together right now, or we don't see how they fit together. You know what? It's really not for us to see how they fit together. I'm learning that lesson in a big, big way these days, and it's rather uncomfortable. And yet, on a soul level, there's quite a bit of feelings of pride in when we are able to stand in our truth and continue to be the seed of faith and continue to go out there in the world having faith and trust that God knows what God's doing. You know, it's God's job. Oh, that's funny that this fell on the ground. I'm going to put it back in. Hey, Christine, welcome, sis. This is called the self-talk card. And look at how gruesome that looks in there with those sharp teeth reverting inward. What are the things we're saying to ourselves at this time? Because in this space of the unknown, in this space where we have taken back our power and control over what we have power and control over, which is ourself, which is our actions, which is our words, which is our, maybe not our thoughts so much, but when we're aware of the thought, then we are responsible for the thought, if that makes sense. So as we're going through this uncomfortable time, as we know that we are divinely aligned, as we know that things have shifted and we have leveled up to the next greatest timeline for us in this life, and it actually feels in some ways it's greater than we ever imagined. And if you're anything like me, you've had a great imagination in your lifetime. And often we've been disappointed by the imaginings of the mind. You know, when we're holding on to something from the wound or the ego space, we can get rather disgruntled with life, right? Because it's not turning out. I'm the child that used to bargain with God from a very, very young age. I used to have all these bargains and deals, and God let me down. Not really. God never presented the child, he never complied to the demands of the child. You know, and the child who was making the demands had no clue about things such as free will, choice, and all of that kind of stuff back then. So the child became very disgruntled, very disappointed and disjointed, you know, and went through life with a little bit. The first time it was said about a chip on this shoulder was grade 6. My grade 6 teacher, who I had 3 times, Miss Janet Quady. She was wonderful, beautiful. I still love her today. And, you know, like, so we go through life with the chip on our shoulder, right? Like, we're so hard done by. And, you know, and as we sit in that energy, as we stew in that energy, life is going by. And I don't know about you, this child of light wants to get on with living her best life, and to do so in companionship with other dear humans, not just here on the screen. This is lovely. And this has been a lifeline for me for 13 years. And I'm so grateful for this space. And it's my passion, honestly. And I'm so, you know, it's inspiring that people resonate and connect with little lisalyle. And, you know, it makes my heart smile. So I just want you to know I'm really, really grateful for that. And I don't want to cry. So maybe we're gonna call this, and I'm gonna go and cry before. Oh, I might cry right here, actually, but we're gonna try not to. So, okay. So we had this. Oh my God. I'm so emotional, you know, it's ridiculous. Thank you. Thank you. I'll give myself one. You send me a virtual one and I'll hug it out. So we got some really beautiful energies here. So after this, the self-talk, the next card that came out is this called the cellular upgrade? I believe it is. It's something like cellular upgrade DNA. And if you notice, what I'm really drawn to is how the frequency is coming in there. You see it going through the DNA, or that's a cell, I guess. So maybe this is called the cellular memory. It's irrelevant because everything I do is intuitive anyway. So, but this is about getting grounded. The soul is grounding us through the cellular memory. As we clear the cellular memory of pain in this lifetime, we're able to reestablish and anchor our authentic light into this timeline. No more playing small, no more playing hiding in fright. You're powerful. We're so freaking powerful. Can we just believe in ourselves? Can we just be vulnerable enough to go for the dream? Can we just be vulnerable enough to allow ourselves to show true emotion, to continue to feel in a world where most, unfortunately, and quite sadly, honestly, are shut down? Maybe I should stop talking because I really don't want to sob my eyes out here. And I feel like a good, like, ugly cry coming on, folks. So we're going to wrap this up with these final two cards because I have to get to the job. So if I'm going to ugly cry, I have to have some time to clean myself up. The next we got is the divine feminine, divine royalty. Divine royalty. Again, 33 energy, creation, empress. We have 2 4s on the table and we have 2 3s on the table. Divine union. You know, I said to my parents today, I said, you know, I'm at the stage of life where honestly, I don't need anyone to take care of me, obviously. You know, I don't need anyone to take care of me. I've been very independent for much of my lifetime. And what I crave, what this soul deeply desires is companionship, is someone that's going to, you know, at least humor me and try to give me the 8 hugs I need a day. And I'll reciprocate. That's the one thing I miss most. I've said it so many times with having, you know, a masculine energy, a leader in my life, Frank, particularly, to just have a conversation with, a grown-up conversation, you know, to just, or not, you know, that too, just to sit in, what is it, amicable silence with one another in a space of understanding, grace, and compassion, showing up for one another, none above the other. There's a lot of red in these soul messages today, and here's the same thing. It's like, and they're both the 3 energy. It's the integration of the healing into the 3rd dimensional realm now, and doing so through the soles of our feet, through our heart, and really continuing to, instead of this negative self-talk, we are romancing the soul. We are romancing ourselves home to the soul that resides, within the experience. And our final card today is a number 21. The world. This is called the Birth of Angels card. So remember yesterday I asked, have you ever considered that maybe, or I was given the question, and then I posed the question to all of you. Have you ever considered that perhaps you're the earth angel you are called to recognize? And that we end this reading with the Birth of Angels card. That's literally the name of this card, Birth of Angels. And look how beautiful that is. And it's a 21, which is a completion. And at the same time, it's a new beginning all at once. If we add the 2 + 1, it's a 3, Empress energy, divine co-creation. And 12, which is the Hanged Man energy, reflective. And yet we can't stay in that reflective energy forever to the point where we do not move forward as guided by the wisdom guide that resides inside and has been there for the entirety of this experience. Keep the faith. Continue to show up for yourself and care for yourself. Continue to untangle anything that is there for you presently to untangle. Trust your intuition. I just heard implicitly, and move into the world authentically, impeccably authentic. Be yourself, because your ability to do this really grows, really grows your courage, your confidence, your vulnerability, your compassion, all of it. Keep your heart open. Christine, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for loving me and showing up. Hey, Sam, welcome back, sis. We're just wrapping it up. I'm good. You can go back and listen to the message, and I trust that there will be something here for you. This was a collective soul message today for everyone. I'm going to get out there. I think, like those of you who have been here through the live, I'm probably going to go have a little bit of a cry now, and then get out and shine my light into the world today in the most authentic way that Lisa D. Lyle can. Until next time, everyone, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Christine, thank you so much for showing up and encouraging me and inspiring me and pouring love into my cup and sending virtual hugs. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Samantha, thank you also for showing up on the live and engaging. I trust that if you go back to the very beginning of this message, there will be something there that will support you in the now moment. Then you connect with the messages. If we're not here tomorrow, I will definitely be back here with you Thursday morning. I don't think we're going to be here tomorrow. I'm making the executive decision right here now in front of you that there will be no live tomorrow. I'll see you here Thursday morning at 12:21 for a daily live. Until then, everyone, take care of yourself, support your thrive. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up and shining your brilliant light in my life. Until next time, take good care.